We're happy to welcome on the Mattress Warehouse hotline. It's been a while since we talked to him. Happy to have him back. It's Chris Thompson. He's now in the black and teal of the Jacksonville Jaguars instead of the burgundy and gold of the Washington Redskins. He inks a one-year deal with the Jags. What's up, Chris?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing well. Congrats on inking the deal with a squad from your home state. I went on Google Maps, and I found that Greenville, Florida, your hometown, is just about 130 miles away from Jacksonville. So a nice homecoming for you, landing with Jay Gruden and company in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited about that, just being close to my family again, and especially having the new baby and stuff. They now get to spend more time with my daughter, and so I'm excited about it.
So talk about sort of what this offseason has been like for you in terms of finding your home and, and how Jacksonville came into play. Obviously, the Gruden relationship is huge for you. Just talk about kind of, how you went, along deciding that this was going to be the spot for you.
I think this offseason with everything going on was just kind of a weird situation for everybody, because especially for me, given my injury history, a lot of teams wanted to know if I'm healthy. And given that we can't travel, teams can't see doctors can't see us, there's question marks around me and everything. So the process was kind of slow at points, but, Jacksonville reached out pretty early. Obviously with Jay being there and stuff. And so we're kind of waiting just to see, what other options are there, what offers, we will have, and just try to make the best decision for myself. Sorry, my daughter making noise right now.
Good.
I thought it was something else, maybe.
But, so just end up just trying to weigh the options and just decide what was the best, thing for me to do, especially given everything that's going on. And, obviously Jay's, how me and Jay's relationship is. And it's weird because, we're going into this thing where training camp is basically everybody's preparation for getting ready for the season. So I think also, you have to weigh the options of what's smart to do. Do you go into a whole new system and try to get everything through virtual meetings and training camp, or, you go with people that you're comfortable with, and I've been in that system for a long time, so we decided to make the best decision for me, and I'm going to just do everything I can to help us or help the Jags win.
We're joined by former Skins running back Chris Thompson, now a Jacksonville Jaguar. How tough has it been for you and other players just to, keep a routine as far as staying in shape? Because, the facilities are closed down, gyms are closed down. What has that been like for you and the other guys just trying to stay in that football shape you need to be in year-round?
It's been tough. I mean, I went back to Florida for a little bit, about a month and a half, and was training back there before I came back to Virginia. And, everything was pretty smooth at first, and then the lockdown happened. We couldn't go in the weight room. We couldn't go in the weight room and work out in there anymore, so we ended up having to go outside and do some things. And then even with that, there were sometimes issues because we didn't have a large group of people, but just I think overall the fields that we were going to, there were a number of people out there working out or running or whatever the case may be, and we were just having a hard time trying to find like stable spots to go work out. And now that I've been back here, it's basically you can't get into any gym. So I've been doing, just doing a lot of stuff at home, and that's pretty much it. It's one of those situations where we're trying to find, like a hill or some small field or something where we can go work out without it being an issue to anybody else, and kind of difficult sometimes, but we try to make it work.
Has anybody told you to, any officials or authorities told you to get off a certain field, or they've been pretty good?
When I was back in Florida, we had an incident one time where somebody did call the cops and everything, and they came out there and we talked to them and everything was perfectly fine. They just kind of gave us a time limit. Right. And was like, hey, y'all are good. You within the guidelines. It's no problem. It was like they gave us another hour or whatever. But then after that day, we couldn't go back out there. So we had to just go out on another field later. And once we got on that field, it hasn't been a problem at all. But that's pretty
have you been running around so you're back in Virginia, right? So have you been running around the neighborhood? What are you doing for cardio?
There was a field. I had been working out with this guy, with this coach, and we've been doing stuff out on that field. It's like a little small soccer field, but just the other day, or I think it was yesterday actually, somebody called about that. So now that's the issue. We can't go out there. So
bunch of whistleblowers out there.
Bike at home. Yeah, I got a Peloton bike at home, so that's kind of been where most of my work has been going when I can't get outside.
So what other teams were in play, CT, if you want to talk about that? I know Jacksonville's a perfect spot for you, really, but were there a few other teams that were interested?
There were a couple. There were a couple teams that called. It's just when it came down to it, at the end of it, it was the question about my injury. So a lot of teams, well, most of the teams, were pretty much fell off, towards the end and stuff. But Jacksonville kept pushing. Obviously, I talked to Kev, because I was with him here, Kev O'Connell. He's over with the Rams. I talked to him a little bit. And, we were trying to figure some things out possibly there. But Jacksonville, honestly, they were coming the hardest. So, we made the decision to go there.
And Jacksonville has some nice pieces there on offense, along with Chris Thompson, our guest. We've got their wideouts are Chark, Westbrook, and Conley. They bring in Eifert. They've got a disgruntled running back in Fournette. So
they drafted Chenault from Colorado.
You're going to get a lot of playing time on that squad, and you're going to have some really capable pieces around you as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I talked to Doug Marrone. They got a young team and but got a lot of talent for sure. So I'm excited to go in and be a vet and go in there. Whatever happens in the running back room, hopefully Leonard's still there and I can play with him and be able to help him out. And we all as a group be able to do some good things in the backfield. But whatever happens, happens. He has to handle his business on his side. But I'm excited. I'm super excited about it.
Talking to Chris Thompson, former Skin, of course, now with the Jacksonville Jags, signed a one-year deal. So what do you think the timeline is? So you're back in Virginia. What's your plan on when you're going to move down to Jacksonville?
Trying to get there. I'm trying to get there in June, so I can get there, be settled, be able to spend some time with my family and stuff before camp gets started. So I can just be chilling, get some good weather, maybe trying to find some place with a pool or something, so get to chill out or whatever by the pool with my girl and the kids. And
now, do you own your place in Virginia, or are you renting?
No, I was renting.
Oh, okay, so it's easy so it'll be easy to get out, right? It'll be easy to get out of the spot. Are you a golfer at all? You don't golf, do you?
No, I have one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, that was pretty terrible, too, so I gave it up.
There's no way you could be good.
I'm sure you were.
At once. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. We're happy for you. We were hoping that you would stick around here, but that's a perfect spot for you, man. The comfort level with Jay and that offense, like you said, is going to be awesome. Getting back down closer to home, that's great for you, bud.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited about all of it, man, and just ready to go.
By the way, what if you did play? We've been tossing this around the last few weeks. What if you did play games without fans? How weird would that be for you? Can you picture that at all?
I can't, and it's hard to. Like it would almost be like
It'd be like practice.
Like a goal. It feels like practice or
Right.
a scrimmage,
Right.
basically. So I don't know. It'll be weird because I mean you're just popping past, no fans yelling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean you're breaking off these big runs or whatever. I don't know. It'll be pretty weird.
Do you think that would affect?
Do
you think that would affect players' ability to focus more or their drive? I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Honestly, I think it would. Like we get a lot of motivation. Obviously, we just love playing the game, but I think also we get a lot of, motivation and stuff from the crowds.
Right.
And just hearing them yell, especially in third down situations and stuff. So it'll be weird if we can't get that.
Well, Chris, you're going to be missed here. You spent 7 seasons with the Skins, but we're all pulling for you in your new spot in Jacksonville. And hopefully we can talk to you again at some point during the season.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right. Sounds
safe,
good.
buddy.
Appreciate that.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, that's Chris Thompson, former Redskins running back, now with the Jacksonville Jaguars.